In a quiet countryside village surrounded by rolling hills, there lived a boy named James. He had a dream that seemed impossible. He wanted to become an astronaut. In his village, people rarely imagined a life beyond the farms and fields. Space and rockets were just distant fantasies. Every night, James would lie on the roof of his house, gazing at the stars, imagining himself among them. His friends teased him about his dream, and even his family gently suggested he focus on something more realistic. But James held on to one belief. He could achieve anything if he tried hard enough. One afternoon, while helping his father in the fields, he noticed a crumpled magazine page tucked into the handle of a basket. The headline read, "Farmer's Son Becomes Leading Space Scientist." His heart leaped. If someone like him could do it, why couldn't he? James started small. He borrowed old science books from the village library and spent hours teaching himself. He sneaked in study time after chores, reading late into the night by candlelight. When he couldn't understand something, he walked miles to a neighboring town to meet an elderly, retired teacher who was always happy to help. Years passed, and James's determination never wavered. He applied for scholarships to study in the city, but faced rejection after rejection. Each time, he told himself, "This is just a step. I'll keep going." Finally, a university offered him a chance. It was his first real step toward reaching the stars. Life in the city wasn't easy. James worked part-time jobs to pay for his expenses and spent sleepless nights catching up on his studies. He faced hardships, skeptics, and moments of doubt. But every time he felt like giving up, he remembered his rooftop under the stars and whispered to himself, "I can achieve anything." After years of hard work and persistence, James graduated with a degree in aerospace engineering. He applied for a prestigious space program, and this time, he wasn't turned away. His dedication paid off as he excelled in his training and was selected for a space mission. The day finally arrived. James stood on the launch pad, wearing a spacesuit and looking up at the towering rocket. As the engines roared to life, he thought of his village, his humble beginnings, and all the nights he spent dreaming. And then, he soared into the heavens, living the dream no one believed was possible. When James returned to his village as an astronaut, he brought more than stories of space. He brought hope. He gathered the children and told them, "If you have a dream and the courage to chase it, you can achieve anything. Start with what you have, where you are, and never stop believing." James showed everyone that the stars are within reach for those willing to climb high enough.